Hello guys and welcome to my channel, Keely Talks. Hope you're all doing well. So it's 4 days until the trial, and I feel like I'm not doing one of these streams for a while, and we've all got so much to talk about, so much anticipation, and yeah, we need to catch up, I think. Let me just quickly say hello to everybody in the chat. So we've got DJ H here. Hey DJ. Hey Tal King. Hey Elizabeth Me. Hey Weinbach as well. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like that this has come around so fast. Like for ages we was in so much anticipation of how how quick this trial will come around, and then it just feels like it's just come out of nowhere. So what did I want to talk about? My head's gone blank. I don't know if you guys ever do that sometimes. Me, I'm terrible for it. So close, yet it's taken so long. I know, that's what I mean. It's taken so long, but like all of a sudden it's just here. Don't know if you remember this quote what Amber Turd says: "Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them I, Johnny Depp, a man, am a victim of domestic V, and see how many people believe our side with you." Now look how many people have actually believe inside with Johnny Depp. Hey, Real Panster and Shambi. Hello. Look how many actual people have sided with Johnny Depp. Way more than her tactics that she used just because she's a woman. And you know what? I hate that, because there's the actual female victims. It took women so long to actually get things in place and get things in a way where they will be listened to and believed. And now you've got this woman here who is all about trying to use that for her own gain. Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know if you've seen the tweet that was going around. Hey, Screams of Anubis. Hey, Screams, how are you? Hey, Shambi. How is everybody? I feel like I'm going 100 miles an hour, so I'm just trying to calm myself down a minute. This is an open chat as well. I'm so impressed with all the masses of evidence AH has been able to produce. She really needed all this extra time with the delay. She's been delaying everything, and she's been refusing to actually give the evidence. I was just scrolling through Twitter before I came on here, and I seen this quote. It doesn't say where it came from, but it says, "This case being brought to trial is proof that the court acknowledges the notable amount of preliminary wins, evidence and witnesses in support of Johnny," a spokesman for Depp told the Post. "To deadline the opportunity to clear one's name and allow someone who is taking advantage of the system to walk away with zero repercussions would be careless and could set a dangerous precedent for similar situations in future." Exactly what I was just saying. Like what she's done, it knocks survivors back. It knocks female and male survivors back. Good evening, everybody. It's 9:30 here in the UK. Come back, get my cat jar. I need to let my cat in, guys. You just reminded me talking. My cat, he's been mooching out all day. Just let him in quickly. I'm not shouting you. He's not there yet. Hopefully, we'll leave him in a bit and he'll shout us and we can let him in. Where are we? Oh, Elizabeth's awake today. Well, I'm glad you're awake today, Elizabeth. I missed you. I missed because obviously I had quite a big break. You probably already saw the video. I had a big break with everything, with my nana passing away. It made me just go in a proper low mood. So I'd say a moment to grieve and to say my goodbyes and all that. And I'm still grieving, but I'm in a better place now. I'm in a lot better place now. But the thing is, right, the amount of evidence that Johnny's brought and the amount of evidence that Amber Heard brought, he's gonna be such a show to the the jury. Well, he didn't forget the word then. It's going to be such a big show to the jury to show them exactly who is telling the truth. Like the fact that she's delayed and held evidence back. This is a clear sign of who's the one telling the truth and who's the one who's lying out of the bottle. Elizabeth Me says, finally got the entire tapes from the transcripts. I can't do the audio. Thanks to Jackson. Blah. Well, that's good, Elizabeth. I'm glad you've got them, love. I know loads of people are doing live streams when the court is streaming next week. And me and Gary have been talking about doing one ourselves. Obviously, Gary's working now, so it depends what time it's going to be on. And obviously, I've got kids off school for the next week. So it all depends on what time it's going to be on. But if all goes well, me and Gary will hopefully be able to stream so we can be communicate with you guys as well. The audio needs to be the last thing the jury hears. It does, because they need to have that implemented in their brain. They really do need to have that implemented in the brain. There was a woman who Renee see her. There's been a bit of misconception. She was on some sort. Hey, Cherry. She was on some sort of show, and she was discussing Johnny Depp, but there's been like a small, tiny bit where she's on it, and it looks like she's laughing. (10 a.m. till 4 p.m. Oh, well, see, Gary will miss that because he finishes work at 4, so we'll miss it. I'm trying to work out what time zone is it, Elizabeth, for the 10 a.m. What time? Because we're 5 hours in front of Eastern time in the UK. Eastern time. So at 10 a.m. it'll be 3 p.m. for me in the afternoon, and 4 p.m. will be like 9 p.m. for me. Let me see if I can. Where is this? Sugar, what did I just do then? There we go. If anyone wants to come on the stream. Oh, what are you doing to me? That was weird. It just read out that bloody link to me that in my ears, like what? Anyway, if anyone wants to come on the stream and have a gab with me about the case and everything, you're more than welcome to. The link is here. You just need a device that has a microphone, and you can have your camera on. You don't have to have your camera on. It's up to you. Totally up to you. Thank you, Cherry. Thank you. Oh, whilst I'm here, guys, as well. I don't know if anyone's interested, but you can become a member now if you want to, and obviously on if you are a member, I'm going to do private member stream for readings, read pre-release videos to my members and all that kind of stuff that you normally see on the memberships as well. Cherry K. Don't worry, Kirsty. You don't have to explain if you can't, love. It's just it's an open chat for anyone. Let me try and pin that link. I'll have to do it from my phone now. Let me try and pin that link so if anyone wants to come on, they can. Oh, thank you, no Pamster. Yeah, I got monetized a few days ago, so I can finally have members. That's if anyone wants to be my member. We'll see how it goes, see how we get on, won't we? This bleeding zip keeps banging on it. I've totally lost where I am, guys. My mind's gone over there. My brain's like over there somewhere. Oh, shit. I'm so nervous for JD. I mean, I know he's going to win, but I just feel scared because of the fuckery in the UK. I feel like it's going to be so much better than what happened in the UK. For one, this one has a jury. Cherry, stop it. Pack it in, Cherry. For what? For one, right, they've got a jury. For two, the one in the UK was about the sun. This is about the op-ed, so it's totally different. For three, the one in the UK was down to the judge to make a decision, and it only was a case of if he was 51% sure. Oh, somebody here. Hey, Talking.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Oh, it's nice to hear your voice. I never heard your voice
Yeah, we
before.
haven't talked to each other yet, so
I know. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm alright. I've got a cold. I don't know where it's bloody coming from, so I might have to keep muting with bleeding nose like a tap. But apart from that, I'm alright. So what? How are you feeling with the case? Are you
Oh,
nervous? Are you
well,
excited?
I'm definitely excited for this trial because I really want Johnny to have his justice, and yeah, we only can wish the best for him. But I do believe and I do feel that this case will be much better than the UK trial, which was a piece of what. So
Yeah.
and I do believe that Penny is more trustworthy than the one that we had in the UK, because if she wasn't, she would just said with Amber's a dismissal, like, okay, that's okay, fine, but she didn't. So yeah, I just
I,
hope for
I
the best.
I feel really positive. I really do. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm nervous now. Panzer says she hopes so. She obviously the jury will be the deciding factor, but will they believe it wasn't this BS mutual abuse that Amanda Staines keep talking about? Because they keep like her stains. They keep coming out with all sorts of crap, don't they? I don't know if you've
Oh,
seen it or I don't know if you're on. You are on Twitter, aren't you?
yes. Well, I have both accounts, but one is as talking, which I use more, for the Johnny Depp situation more, and as talking, as everybody knows, on YouTube, basically.
Yeah. But there's stammer coming out now. They keep trying to put this like thing, like this directive across that that Johnny Depp was the Wow, can't talk. Perpetrator.
Don't worry, I have that
Rubber.
all the time.
No, it's just my stomach. I get anxiety sometimes. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Um, and she's the victim. But these pictures of Johnny Depp on his wedding day with a black
Mhm.
eye, on his
Mhm.
bleeding honeymoon with a black eye, on the red carpet with black eyes. Hey, Margot.
Mhm.
Where's her pictures in the public eye where she had these bruises and marks? How did she hide that from the press? You can't fucking. People who say you hide that with makeup, no, you can't. When I was attacked by my ex-partner, especially around the eye, it swells up. Like, you can't hide that
Mhm.
with concealer and foundation. Don't care how good your makeup artist is.
Exactly. I mean, one time, I remember as a child, I was, doing sports and stuff on the beach, and you had to jump, um, above this. Oh my god. Well, you had to jump basically high, and then I accidentally like hit my knee against my eye, and it was like swollen as hell. And it took a couple of days until it was like finally like getting better. So with her, like, yeah, but it's makeup. I'm like, girl, come on. If you have a bruise, it's swollen as hell and you can't see it.
Yeah.
No makeup will help
And
at
she went on
all.
that show. She went on that show with what broken ribs, a split lip,
Oh
black
my god,
eyes,
I
and
can't.
everything. Literally, like, was it the day after or the same? I get mixed up. Hey, Amel. Sorry, literally the day after or the same day. I'm not sure. Um, but
I think it
you
was
can't.
a couple days later, right? I think so.
I can't. I'm sure it was like the day after. I get mixed up with all the dates, mate. Um,
Yeah, well, at least if it wasn't the next day or the same day, with broken ribs, it takes or bruised ribs, it takes time till it's healed up. People that I know that broke their ribs or bruised, they cannot jump, they can barely breathe, they cannot even sleep normally. And then she's like on a photo shoot, yeah, but it's makeup. I'm like jumping in the air so happily. I'm like, girl, please,
I
we're
know.
not stupid.
I know, and bleeding laughing her head off on that James Corden show. Like,
Oh my god.
I've winded myself before when I fell over and I've not been able to bleed and laugh like that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
that's just from winding yourself. But to
Mhm.
bleed and be able, like, I don't get it. I do not get. I wouldn't even have gone on that show if that was me and I don't want to say the word, but if my ex did that to me, I wouldn't want to then, especially if I lived with him, to go and put myself in the public eye. I'd be scared. I'd be wanting to hide away because that's the way they make you feel. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, you know,
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I would not want to go, on the live television if I was just abused, unfortunately, and having black eyes or whatever on my face. I will go like, yes, sorry, I cannot go. I feel sick or something, because I do not want people to see my face. And she's just like, with my claws and everything. I'm like, yeah, I can see you have a lot of pain in your face. Not. Oh, she's just ridiculous. I can't with her makeup story and all that stuff. I'm like, girl. And like you said, like Johnny had like bruises all the time on his face. But not only that, you could see like the pain in his eyes all the
yeah,
time. He was exhausted. He was like not happy. You could see in his eyes how broken he was. And then you have her, and she's like having this attitude, arrogance, and everything all the fucking time. Sorry for my language, but
that's
she
alright.
shows that all the time. There's no fear, and then you have those stances like, yeah, but she lived in fear. Look at this picture. I'm like, where? I'm sorry, but I don't see anything but arrogancy in her eyes. Like seriously. Oh my
This is a
god.
good point as well, what Hamster says. And when you're sweating under lights, like, I've only ever been under lights like that once, and it was like a school show, and they were as professional as the lights they're going to use in a TV
Mm.
studio, and they were bloody hot. Like, they were
Oh yeah.
the way they come down on you. They are hot. Hey, Jeannie. And her knuckles as well. Her knuckles, I don't know if you've seen pictures of her with her knuckles all cut up, all bloody, like she's been punching the hell out of something.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I saw that. Like they all red all the time, or like a little bit
With
purplish, but
makeup on
definitely
it,
red for sure.
you could see where she tried to cover that with makeup though, like a
Eh,
knuckle, a hand.
yeah, exactly. Yes. Oh my god, I saw that. Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh.
And that shows you how much the makeup doesn't cover it up. It didn't cover up her knuckles very well, did it?
Mm-hmm.
There was a pictures of AH, JD, and Jack riding the tube after the boat on the island, supposedly with bruised ribs. The tiny bikini showed no bruises off. Makeup, now exactly. She ain't gonna be able to put makeup when she's going on, riding that tube. The water will just wash her off anyway. For
I,
one,
oh my god,
unless it's
exactly.
water, obviously it might be waterproof, but I, I don't believe her. Like, there's nothing that she's said that so far that can be believable. Like, it can be disproven every which way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. But also, like you, as unfortunately a victim of DV, and me, a victim of bullying. You know when somebody is in pain. You don't have to say anything. You see everything through the eyes, like Johnny Depp said with, with the paintings. You can see it. You just see it. You can see when somebody is unhappy or in pain. You just see it, even though they try to smile like Johnny did, but still you can see it. And those bruises that he had, he cannot hide that at all.
No, no, you can't. Atib says, I have a cracked rib and was hard to breathe for 10 days. Took
Oh, geez.
a couple of weeks to even move. And that just, do you know what I mean? That in itself. And that is one of the common symptoms of when you bruise or crack your rib. It's that, you're in terrible pain. Like, she must have had some good painkillers, I tell you now. She must have.
She should. I think she would have had like really, really strong painkillers if she can, jump in the air like that with broken ribs. Bloody hell.
Yeah, exactly. Um, Kirsty says, there is one that really, really shocked me on Twitter. They tried to make out it was the end scene in Public Enemies, but the moustache is different and he only wore a white vest, not shirts in PA. I don't understand, Kirsty. Do you understand? Because
Uh-uh. I have
I
no
get
idea.
confused that easily.
Yeah, me too. They
I,
tried to make
like,
out it was the end scene of Public Enemies when the mustache is different. And he only wore a white vest, not t-shirts in. I have no idea.
Kirsty, like, my brain is really, really all over. Oh, thank you, Susan Rodeneva. Susan,
Yay!
giving me a super chat. Thank you, love. Hello to you too. Um, Roger Smith says, if Miss Poopy Face wins, it will look awful. People have zero faith in law courts, legal systems, and the smell of corruption will be evident. I have zero respect for AH, hence Poopy Face. The thing is, if she does actually, if she, I've got a feeling that she's not gonna. I don't want to jinx it, but the judge so far has been very fair. Will it be a
Mm-hmm.
jury? The jury is going to be fair because it's going to be a case of that they can't, they can't be taking sides over favoritism. You know,
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. And like you also saw a picture like somebody said like that AH apparently said like, yeah, Johnny doesn't like powerful women, and then he's like surrounded by women that are like amazing in their job. I'm like, yeah, well, there you go. Like as a proof, like all that bullshit that she's saying, that it's just not true at all.
uh, well, everybody who meets him always says how lovely and respectful and gentle he is.
Oh, he is absolutely. I've met him 2 times, but the first time was definitely a moment that I definitely had contact with him, and it was a very, very lucky day actually, because me and my best friend were like, let's walk home instead of taking a car. for the first time, and we just
Yeah.
studied in LA. And we're like, okay, let's do that. So, and then we had a really long day. We were really tired, not in the mood. So, and then we were walking, and then there were like people taking photos. It were like, are those paparazzi or what? And she said, like, well, you ask. I was like, of course, I have to ask as always. So I went there, and I was like, excuse me, are you paparazzi? And this guy was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So who's filming? And in my mind, I was joking with myself like Johnny Depp, ha ha, ha, very funny, tell, ha. And then he said Johnny Depp. I was like, ha. I was like,
Mm,
really? I was in shock. I was like, you've got wait. Did you just say Johnny Depp? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, I guess I would just stand here and wait for for him to come out from his from his trailer. I don't know which movie he was filming at that time, but then he came out of his trailer and he was there, and I was like, well, I guess I will just wave at him and smile. I was like, shaking because I was like really starstruck because I never really saw like a big celebrity like him before. I was like, hi,
yeah.
like like a
I would
stupid.
have been the same, half a starstruck at me. Um,
Yeah, and
sorry, I
he
was just
yeah,
sorry,
no,
go
he
on.
was really sweet. Like he just smiled back and he was like blowing kisses and stuff. And the paparazzi was like telling me, like literally, like even though he's paparazzi, Johnny Depp still would like treat him as a human being. It didn't matter to him, and I was like, damn, that says a
Oh,
lot about him. Yeah, he's very sweet for sure.
he is, and he tries to give everyone their own time. And like when he went round the sorry, that was scary. When he went round the hospitals to see all the sick children, and he said in interviews that like he used to love entertaining the children, but he also loved entertaining the parents and having a conversation with the parents because he's been there himself when his own
Mm-hmm.
daughter was poorly, and he knows how much of a worrying time that is. He's been in them shoes. And I think that's so lovely because, like, a lot of celebrities, including Miss Turd, would go to the hospital for a photo opportunity. Whereas he won't tell anybody. He'll just go in his Jack Sparrow suit and go and try and make everyone smile. And I love that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with 30, also can see like she's like overacting with the laughing. It's like, look at me, I'm laughing at children. I'm like, girl, what the hell? She's like, overacting so much. Like, look at me, take pictures. I'm with the children. I do something good. I'm like, mm,
Mhm.
yeah, no. And then with Johnny, he's calm, he's sweet, he's loving, and I think it's so fantastic. Like during filming, he will go to the hospitals. I think that says so much about him. Like even though he's a celebrity, he still shows also in that way like he's a human being. And like you said, like, with his daughter, of what he has been through, he understands it. And he wants to make other children happy and parents and forget about everything. And yeah, it's just amazing. He has a good heart, and you just see that, you just see that in him.
You do. JD has been waiting for years for truth. 2022 will be the year. Yeah. All we want is the truth.
Well, they say like the even number are like a good sign, right? Like 22, 11, right? I don't know. I don't have a
Yeah.
lot of experience, but I heard people saying like if it's like 11 or 22 or 33, the even numbers
It
are like,
is. It is a good numerology number. It is. Let me just mute this phone because it is bleeding. Keeps bleeping down the microphone. I'm sorry for your ears, guys. Um.
Gary.
Oh, yeah. Um. What's it called? So I'd like to know, is it still going to be the judge in VA that is the former US Marine? As far as I'm aware, it is the same. It is that judge. As far as I know, there's not been any changes in the judges. I've not seen that anywhere. Like, don't get me wrong, I have had a bit of a break
Mm.
for for a few months. So You've not
Yeah,
heard
definitely
anything like that, have
doing
you?
much better though. I'm very happy that you're doing better and feeling better. So, but it's definitely a good thing that you took the time to, take a break and reload and everything, so you would feel better after your
I
nanny.
I had to like not long after when I don't know if it was when my nana was sick or when she was passed over. I did a live stream, and it was in the daytime, and I just like normally I go 2 hours, and I think I only went an hour. I was like, guys, I've got to go. My energy is really low. I'm gonna have to
Hmm.
go, and it was just too soon. It was just me trying to take it off my mind, thinking if I do a stream, I'll take my mind off it. But my energy was like, no, 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 now's not
Hmm.
the time to do that. Um, get his behind in here. Who's behind Elizabeth?
Get these the kitty cats now. I don't know.
It's just me and Gary. It's about me and Gary.
Yeah, it's definitely
Oh,
definitely already like a different feeling without Gary with you. It's like, hello, where's the Mrs. Doubtfire?
I know. Oh, he'll just come and play some songs or whatever. I miss him. I really do. Can't wait for him
Oh,
to come back.
oh,
Um,
I
eh,
bet.
sorry, go on.
No, no, no. I said I bet you miss him a lot. I mean, he's been with you for 3 months, right?
Yeah, he was with me. It's supposed to have been 6 days, and it's ended to 3 months. Um, So people was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry he's gone." And I'm like, "Well, I'm trying to not get down about it because I can
Mm-hmm.
get down, but I'm trying to see it as a positive. Like my mum was supposed to be here for 6 days, and I got him for 3 months, so it
Mm-hmm.
was a good thing for me." Um, Eco here says both sides have added new attorneys, but there has been no update on the judge as far as I know. No, I don't think there's been any update on the judge either. I've not seen any.
Mm-mm.
Um, The tides are turning on Amanda Heard. Leeches and synths will feel the wrath and karma when you lie.
Oh,
But
hell
right, my brain, it scatters that much. It's like, you know, I
yeah.
sort of forget where I am. But earlier on, I was talking about this woman who posted this tweet out, and she said she was laughing at the audio of Johnny Depp being when Amber Heard was doing that to him. His accent is weird and thinks he's just too weird to understand, so the jury is going to have a difficult time, but it's going to be fun, entertaining time nonetheless. So she was quoting that the woman said this. She's called
Oh my.
Renee, and the woman said, if you watched or posted the entire segment, you would know that I did not insinuate nor state that DV is entertaining. I also stated that the ex-wife was the one who would have a difficult time proving her case. I do not condone DV, and I have repped several men who have been victims. So she's trying to say, sometimes things can be misinterpreted, can't they? If you only watch like a little part, like think of when Amanda Turd put that video on TMZ where it looked like where it was in the kitchen and it was cut off at the end. But when the
Mm-hmm.
full video came out and we seen her laughing at the end, we could really see that side of her that she was setting all this up. And like even think back to not last December, December before, when that Gary, like she made out Gary to be an abuser. I don't think you remember that talking. I don't think he was on Twitter
Oh my
and on
gosh.
Twitter there, but it all blew up. It did, and yeah, it was
Yeah.
horrible. This woman, like proper. She doxed Gary. She got in touch with his ex-wife and everything.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
It's
I cannot stand some people seriously, like trying to get attention and that they think it's so normal to bully somebody just like that. Is like they just should be really ashamed of themselves. And also that woman that is making fun of Johnny's accent, voice, whatever. Like, what kind of unprofessional are you? Like, seriously, this is not a thing to laugh about. Like, that poor man has been through so much. he almost cannot talk because he's just being through trauma basically. And I say like, well, yeah, but laughing and not taking him seriously. It's like, what kind of person are you? Like, do you not have any, empathy in you? Like, just that, like, third, she has no empathy at all. Nothing, nothing, no heart, nothing. It's disgusting.
Kerry says, "Is Gary going to join streams with you again?" Yeah, he will do. Like every single night, me and Gary do private streams, watching films and stuff. And like I was saying at the beginning of this stream, me and Gary was planning to live stream our reactions to the court hearing, like a lot of other YouTubers are doing. But turns out my kids will be off school for like the first half of it, and obviously then they'll be in bed, and Gary will be in work. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it or not now. Um, so what was I going to do then? My mind's just gone blank now. Oh, somebody, Sean B asked me a question. How many jury members is there going to be in VA? I don't know with the official number.
I have also
Yeah,
no idea.
7 jury members, and she only needs one in her favour. There we go.
Okay.
What have the cards said? If you guys want me to do a reading about the case, put a one in the chat.
One.
One. I'm not doing readings, but I'll do a reading about this. So I'll see what they say.
Numero
What was it?
uno.
Numero no.
Yeah,
Maybe
sorry,
you
was
could
Italian.
find.
Couldn't help it.
Oh, that's a good one. Eco says maybe you could find a day somewhere to react together, Keela. Yeah, that's a good idea, Eco. I'll ask Gary. Kay says yeah. Susan says 1. JFD says hi, JFD. We are Mel's friend.
Oui.
And one.
Well,
And she'll needs 1 in her favour. And 1. Hey Zach, how are you? I've not seen Zach. I've seen you on E-Hacker stream the other day. Sorry, it was the other day, wasn't it? I'm good, Zach. How are you? Where's the
hello, Zachary. Welcome.
Okay, then they're all just gonna fall out.
Oopsie. Hello, welcome.
Right, okay. He has to have all 7 go his way, and she only has to have 1 to go in her favour to win. That doesn't make sense, does it?
Yeah, no, exactly. Only one? What the hell? Ugh, I will stay positive. I just stay positive. Oh my gosh. I do have a good feeling, but it's always a little bit nerve wracking, when you want the best for people and and everything like with Johnny, what he has been through is always a little bit nerve wracking though.
Guys, hey Dr. Sue, put your questions that you want me to ask about the case in the chat. I'm gonna use what are these cards called now? They're called the deck of character.
Ooh.
Oh look, there's Amber Heard on front of it.
Beautiful. I'm this sexy for my titties. This sexy for sorry, could help it. Oh god.
Okay, so you guys put your ones in for me to do a reading about the case. We won't do it long-winded. I'll do it just for a few minutes. But if you want me to see what they say, by the way, I don't like doing. It's not a prediction. It's just seeing what they come out with. Shambi's giggling away.
Well, that's literally like her song of a third. Like, I'm too sexy for my child, too sexy for my child, too sexy for my prop.
She literally uses that child in adverts, and you know what? Her sister's doing it now as well. Was it for a necklace or something? Oh look, I've just had a new baby. Look at the necklace I've got. Go and buy it.
Oh my god, yes. It's like just before the trial, like, look, I'm a mommy. have pity for me. I'm like, girl, please. Like, oh my god. I can like she does. Sorry, but I don't want to say anything negative, but I do believe that she does not really love her child, because if you love your child, you don't use it as a prop.
Yeah. Linda, who we see a lot on Stevie's and Dan's and Liz's and Soup's channel, says all seven jurors must agree whether for JD or AH. Thank you for clearing up for us, Linda, because I didn't know the answer.
Mm.
So at least we know now it's got to be unanimous on either side. I'm guessing they got to keep doing deliberation until they come to a unanimous decision.
Oh dear. Also, thank you, Linda, for everything you're doing. It's very helpful. All the information you're giving us. It's we learning a lot.
Yeah, she's been sharing a lot of information, and she's really with it. I love everybody's input to it all because I'm only just giving my opinions, and that and there's people like who do a lot of work going finding all the documents and stuff like Laura B on Twitter or a lot of people who read through it all. And with me having dyslexia, that's really helpful for me.
Mm-hmm.
When you can watch other people reading them through the transcripts for you. Um, Sometimes words change when you have dyslexia. It's like, what the hell did that just say? Atty says, outcome of court case will have no effect on me. UK was biased by Rupert Murdoch. US court could be also. I have a brain and use it. Well, regardless of what the courts say, guys, we know the truth, and JD has so much support. I don't know why I said more there. So much support and love, and so many people who believe in him.
Exactly. I think it's going to be really, really busy in Virginia, because what I've seen, pretty a lot of people are going there to support Johnny.
Yeah. We got brains and penalties there. Linda says if they can't agree, it's a hung draw, no decision. Ooh. Well, there we go. Guys, if you want me to do a reading about the case, put a question about it in the chat. I'll do your questions. You can pick one too if you want to. It's up to you. Let me just read this down. JFD says, I know what I'm going to spend my money on tomorrow because tomorrow is when Minamata comes out on video on demand, and also in UK is release of FP3 in theatres. Hashtag justice for Johnny Depp. Before I do this reading, let me just talk about Fantastic Beasts 3 for a second, because I've been proper annoyed, right? I don't know if anyone's seen it. Like anytime, I've been getting notifications of these news reports coming up on my phone. Every time I try and search something on Google or whatever, it comes up that all these critics have said that they prefer Mads over Johnny Depp in FB3. And the thing is, right, Mads Mikkelsen is a good actor in his own right. He is, right? And people need to start trying to play off Mads Mikkelsen and Johnny Depp. Like, they're not enemies.
Mm-hmm.
But to try and disclude Johnny Depp for the work that he's done and the job that he would have done in FB3 is totally not fair, and it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
He lost that role because of his accuser and abuser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think he's definitely a great actor, but I don't know, like when you watch a certain play or movie, you get used to, the actor making their specific choices with the character, like with Johnny with Grindelwald. You're used to it, and he has this specific choice, and out of the sudden you have the other one that plays him, and it's like a whole different choices, and it just, it doesn't feel right anymore. Like, nobody's hating him, of course not, but yeah, the media is just a very toxic, how do you call
Um,
it,
it,
area.
he Eco said here, with the deck, could you do 3 cards for AH side and 3 for JD side? And see what kind of
Ooh.
energy they will give when the trial starts. I think this will be fun to say. Okay.
Girl, you definitely have a very strong energy. Every time you give me a reading, I can feel your energy like really strongly. It's every time. I don't know why, but every time I can feel it.
It sounds like, I'm just so used to it now. These cards are flying out like in groups at the moment. Like, come on, 3 cards are one. AH first. AH. So 1, 2, 3, and then 3 for trying out 1.
Do you think like if AH will lose, do you think she will do like a fake apology kind of after?
No, I think she will just I think she'll just play on it even more.
Hmm. Yeah, that sounds like her.
Right, okay. So the ones that came out for today, first guys, by the way. First one is House Under Construction. I feel like when I first seen this card, it looked like a glass house to me. And I feel like that even though it's about house under construction, I feel like it was saying like you shouldn't throw stones when you live in a glass house, that saying there. I feel like that's what that card was saying, first of all. Then we have this is for AH Gold Mine. So this is somebody who's financing this for her, and she's going to use this for a long time to gain money. So even if she doesn't win, she's still going to play on this story for a long time. Even if it doesn't go in her favor. We've got a fairy here, someone waving the magic wand. That means that there could be somebody trying behind closed doors trying to put things in place, which isn't good. And we have Night, who's being her knight in shining armor with the gold mine. That's what's come out for her in one garm. And then for Johnny Depp, I need to get one more for Johnny Depp because 4 came out for that today. Okay. The first one here is the wrestling ring. This is saying that he's in for a fight. He's in for and I feel like he's been in that fight for a while now. He's basically been like fighting for his own name, in effect. Next one we had was Meadow. I feel like that with the medal coming out, I feel like that is saying that they're showing me the roses, the flowers there, saying that things are gonna blossom, things are gonna come out of the woodworks that have not already done so already, and things are gonna come into light. We've got the sun there shining down. There's things that are going to come into light, but this is a positive thing for him. We've also got Weirdo. People are really going to be slandering his name. So, guys, watch out for that. Watch out for all the slandering that we already know is going to go on already. And last but not least, we've got Devotee. And I feel like that this card, I feel, is basically saying that that there's going to be a lot more people are going to be able to see his innocence. 1 second, guys. I just need to turn my camera off. My camera's a bit blurred, cloudy, and I don't know why. I'm just cleaning. Oh, that's better, isn't it? It's less cloudy now. I can actually see. So that was for Eco. We've asked that question. I know you was going to ask a question, Tad. Did you not ask one?
I already forgot of which question. This. Well, you already definitely got a card of blossoming, which I'm happy to see for Johnny. And that he's definitely fighting. Gosh, I lost my question, to be honest. Sorry.
I'm looking at this here. Well, well, I hate to eat food when being questioned and being caught. And when being questioned at witness stand.
Well, I do have to say that Johnny definitely is a golden warrior for sure. Like he's shown what a golden warrior is definitely is all about, and yeah, he's a brave man, and I cannot wait for him to have his soul shine brighter than ever after this nightmare that he has been through.
Gary's in the chat. Hello, you put hello, my love,
Oh,
and hello,
maybe
everyone.
something with Hollywood. Maybe what will happen for Johnny with his relationships with Hollywood since they've been treating him like shit. Maybe that like after the trial. I don't know if that's possible, but
Yeah, well, that's similar to Neil Palmer's question is, will the result of the case help Johnny reclaim his personal power and heal his soul? So I'm going to combine like both your questions because I feel they are very similar. And then we'll get back to just having a gab in a minute. So you said whether about his relationship with Hollywood, and Pamela was
yeah.
saying like reclaiming his personal power and healing his soul. So after the trial, how will Johnny Depp get on? I'm gonna pull 3 cards and say.
Hi, Gary. Well, I have to say, like, I still cannot believe like Disney what they did to him because he's been working so long with Captain Jack Sparrow. They know exactly what kind of man he is, and then they just throw him away like trash. It's like, are you out of your bloody mind, basically? I just don't understand. When you know somebody for so long and has been so respectful and working hard, and then just go like, well, oops.
Okay. Guys, put oh hello.
Hello.
Oh hello.
Mrs. Doubtfire
Okay.
has arrived.
Always Gary be a team. Um. So these are cards that came out for yours and Pam's question about after the trial, whether things will heal up for him, whether things will get back together. And to be honest, when I look at these cards, I feel like that it's gonna be quite a fight for him even after the fact. We've got the mountain here, so it's gonna be basically be climbing mountains to get back for people to see him in that light again, because the damage that she has done to his name. Like, yes, and this girl even had his kids getting bullied in school. Do you know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
because of what she was accusing him of, and it's going to take a while for that to heal because of the actual perpetrators and victims in Hollywood. It's going to take a long time. There's going to be, and I feel like that even after a case, she's going to be like this dragon, still spreading these lies. And I feel like that, she'll try and do it in a clever way where she can't get sued for it. Well, because she don't forget, she's doing them seminars and whatever it's called, where she charges £50,000.
Oh yeah, my God, yes, I saw that ridiculous 50,000 for just to talk about you know oh my God, I lost the word. Well, survival and all that stuff, and they go like, yeah, I only will share my story if you pay me. I'm like, are you serious? You should be inspiring people. That's what you should be passionate about, helping each other, to make the world a better place. And I'll go like, yeah, but you need to give me a lot of money and then I will talk. Like, it says a lot already about her.
And then we've got these 2 cards, which are a lot more positive. Why are you falling out my hand? a flower and a gift, and I feel like the flower again is like blossoming, growing. It's going to be a growth period for him. It's not going to be an instantaneous just heal. Like when you've been through BV, when you've been through having your name blackened, it's going to take a long time to heal from that fact. And with a gift, I feel like that he's going to still try and share that gift with people. But I feel like he's not going to be going to the big Hollywood names. I feel like he's going to be doing the more independent type films, which I feel will still blow up anyway. Look at Minamata. Do you know what I mean? Like it's got 4 stars on Rotten Tomatoes. It's classed as the fresh tomato, whatever they call it. Even though it's not something that's been blown up, like they even tried to hold it back, it's still going to do well. It's still going to grow. And let me see what. Let me get one of these ones very quickly. One of these ones, and then we'll.
Isn't it crazy that one person can destroy a life so badly? Because of that one person, it blows my mind sometimes. Like with AH.
I love you too, Atten. But I love you, Keela. You're a cool sister I never had.
Oh hell yeah!
I love you all to bits. Hey, Michelle. Okay, Gary, you should be on panel. Gary's just got back from work. He can join the panel if he wants to, but he's probably
yes, please, Gary.
I've pulled one card out because these cards. I wanted to ask what the energy is going to be like for it. Look what the card says.
Victory, yes.
You have to remember, like, I don't tell the future anything. I'm just asking the energy around it. These cards are called energy oracle cards, and that is the one card that came out of the deck when I shuffled it. Then,
hell yeah.
Listen to that. Closing with that. Michelle says, "How is everyone today?" Gary, I've sent you the link already. Well, I think I have. Let me try. The link is pinned on the screen. The link is pinned. Let me send it you anyway. I need a fag. One second. You don't have to be quiet, Tal.
But I also have to say, we're not a team. We're a family that doesn't end with blood.
Yeah.
That's what our community is about.
Yeah, we are all a big family. I don't know why my camera was glitching then. It's been weird. But that victory card that came out then, like there could have been no better card. Like let me just quickly show you guys the other types of cards there are. Like for example, the sun, the temple path. Just to show you what they're like. How do
you pronounce that?
Archangel Michael. Adjacent possibility. I'm just showing you. This isn't a reading. I'm just showing you what the cards are like. Adjacent possibilities. Happy family. That's us. Happy family.
How will they feel of the book?
The one card that came out was Victor. Sorry, what was you saying, Tal?
What? I don't know if the cards can do that, but what do you think of the book if we will succeed to give it to him in Virginia? Because the book has arrived yesterday. I'm so excited. It feels so real. Oh my god, I'm so nervous now. It's like, oh my god, it's now really there and it's printed out and everything. So
I'm sorry it was only.
Sorry.
I'm sorry it was only small what I put, but it says a strategy. But you see here it's journal log, and you see here it's writing. Quilt. This here, forget what it says on it. This here could literally be Johnny Depp's table in my eyes. What? If you look at it like that, do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It literally could be his table with and the things it showed on it was a compass, a key, a pen. I feel like that it's gonna, if anything, I feel like it's gonna inspire him and pull him into another direction. Because we've got the key there unlocking the door. Um, got a
Oh my god, I'm so
compass.
excited. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you
He
know,
might.
like, I don't know if you want to know what I wrote on the back cover of the book, but I tried to be a little bit deep with that. But there was so much thinking to do. I was like, bloody hell, what do I write like on the book? But oof. But yeah, I'm happy. We got 167 messages, so I'm very grateful for everybody that got to be part of the book. So for everybody that joined, thank you so much. I really really appreciate it a lot.
Ah,
And I'm so happy I got you too, Keely. I was so happy I got you also in the book. I was like, oh my god, I need her in the book. And I'm so happy
ah.
I got you in the book.
Well, I'm glad I could that you let me. I'm sorry it took me ages. It's because I was going through everything.
No, no, I understand. I
Like
totally
it's one
understand.
of them where where you remember and then you forget. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
no, I understand.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll remember and I'll be like, my mind will just be like all over the place.
Yeah,
Um,
no, I totally understand. I mean, it's more important that you take care of yourself and feel better than stressing about you know things that you can do it later. So for me, it's more important that you feel now much better and happier and everything, and that you took the time to feel more lightened up. That's for me more important.
yeah. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? I totally agree with you. Michelle here says, I've been busy today. My 6-month-old daughter has learned to call R, so she keeps me
Oh.
busy right now. She is napping in her playpen. It is just me and my daughter home till later when her daddy gets home from work. Ah, thank you for stopping by, Michelle. So he says, it blows my mind how people still believe her after all the proof she shows she's the evil one. I feel like that for all the millions of people that believe Johnny Depp, I feel like there's just a few thousand people around the world who believe
Right.
her.
Well, there's always like a little percentage that is like, yeah, well, I would just go on her side because you have to believe all women.
I
There's
know.
always
Well,
there, but there's always like no matter what situation, you always will have a little percentage that loves to spread, bullshit and negativity. So
yeah. She do well. All them Amber Turd stands. That's all they do is just spread the negativity and
hmm
try to bring people down. And the thing is that the majority of the people in this family, I'll use the term family like hippie girl, because even Johnny Depp calls us his relatives, doesn't he?
hmm
There's a lot of them who are survivors, or that they know someone who's a survivor, or do you know what I mean? They know somebody who's still going through it, or they're still going through it
hmm
themselves. And it's not
exactly.
about him being a man or a woman. The thing is, you can when you've witnessed it or you've been through it yourself, you can see it clear as day when another
hmm
person has gone through it. You really can't. And then you get these amateur stands bringing, like basically bullying people on Twitter.
hmm
Um,
hmm
a lot of them people are very vulnerable. Do you know what I mean?
exactly.
Well,
It,
it's
I don't even understand. Like there was like I don't know one of the AH stands. She took pictures of one of of the our community, and they put like a clown face on it. And I'm like, okay, what are you trying even to achieve with this? Like you're trying to be funny, but okay, not really funny, but what are you trying to achieve with this? Like, okay, you make somebody a clown, so what? Like, it
yeah,
doesn't make any
rippy
sense at all.
do
It's
on
not
you,
a bully.
rippy do on your bloody oh, what's it called now? I hate it when I'm trying to make a point and my bloody mind goes blank like that.
Mm.
Wow. Oh, what was I trying to say then? I hate
Armel,
it.
unfortunately, the book is already printed out and already had the how do you call it, the deadline. So,
She
but
doesn't know what it's
maybe
about.
somewhere in the future again. Sorry.
She's asking you what it is. Like, what is it about?
Oh well, this book is well, I will say a little bit like deeper and special book for Johnny because it's a book about setting him all your love and where it really touches his heart in a big way. Because for me, since I was a kid, spreading love was really important, and I really felt for Johnny. And yeah, this book is definitely a personal, deep book where you write your messages of sending your love and maybe how do you call it, sharing a little bit of your story and everything, just lifting up his soul and his heart, and that he can shine brighter than ever after all the dark years he has been through. That's what the book is about, if I said that right.
Elizabeth says, "Thank you, Tal, for doing this. Not only Mr. Depp, but all of us as well. Yeah, because you gave like a lot of people a voice, and
Oh,
I think that's lovely.
oh, I'm blushing now.
I remember the word I was trying to think of. Like, for anyone who doesn't know, I have fibromyalgia, and sometimes when I'm talking, literal words will vanish out of my brain when I'm trying to like say them. And what I was trying to say was, Rippy Doo on your Photoshop to the person who made a clap. I can't believe I just forgot the word. Like the word just poof gone, went away, and it's decided to come back to me.
Exactly. Like sometimes you know what you want to say, but then your mouth goes like bloop, you're like, oh bloody hell, what the I want to say this, but it, oh
Yeah,
my gosh, like
brain
also with the
fart.
book I was like but
Hippie girl, I wouldn't even call Abbaturd a witch because I know actual witches, and they're bloody lovely. I know people don't all believe in it. Like it's not my cup of tea personally, but um, I know people who are pagans and who are witches, and they are lovely people. So I wouldn't even call Turd a witch. I think
a
that's too
troll,
nice of a name. A troll, yeah. Call her a troll. A
just like for the
gremlin.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Oh my
She
gosh,
looks
that's
I'm not
literally her soul. Like the troll for the Lord of the Rings, that is her soul. That's how
that's
she
what her
looks
soul
like.
looks like. I'm not gonna body shame her or say anything about her
Well, me
physical
neither.
appearance.
No, 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 no. I don't do that. But it's
But
just how
her
her soul looks like.
she has a heart black as coal, that woman.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Eco says JD sees the world as his family, I think. He has a great perspective. He works for the audience, not the film companies. The fans are the one who give him his career. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And he, like, obviously, I feel like he loves acting, but he loves music more, doesn't it? And actual art, like painting and just being lost in the moment. And like he spoke about being lost in a character as well. That escapism from everything.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's what I have like in common with him when I'm on stage. I love to, like Johnny, he loves to give people an evening that they will not forget very fast if they're laughing or crying or, in shock and all that stuff. They just forget everything about their lives, what's going on, and they are just in the moment. And it gives you so much energy, and because they give you the energy, and you give the same energy back, and it's just, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just an amazing feeling, and that's exactly what he loves to do. Just give the people an evening that they will not forget very fast, and just give a smile on their faces, and light up their souls. That's what I really love about him, because that's how he looks at his work as an actor.
Yeah, and to make people smile and make people let them lose themselves in that moment as well. Um,
Exactly. That's what
it
he
just
did
worked
with
out.
me when I was bullied, really bad. I try to find things that will give me a smile. And I remember so much when he was the Captain Jack Sparrow with the very first movie, The Black Pearl. My God, I could not stop laughing. I thought it was so amazing, and it just gave me a smile. And I forgot everything about the shitty days I had, and it gave me such a wonderful feeling. And that's definitely what he's showing the world with his work, and I just love it so much. I just love it.
Me too, me too. Atty says here, my sister has beaten the crap out of men in her life, and that's why I believe JD from the beginning. Public opinion only says only weak men allow abuse from women, and that's not true. Exactly. Right. I know men in my own family. I know men in my who are friends who have been through DV from a woman. Do you know what I mean? And they ain't weak men. It's just that they've been through it. Let me put Gary in the middle here.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm in the middle.
Yes, you are in the middle.
Talking.
Hello.
It's so nice to see your voice.
Yeah, it's nice to
See
hear
your
your
voice.
No, I'm sorry. I'm a bit under the weather, so forgive me for the way I sound.
I
Oh
mean,
wow, I
you'll be
don't really
Excuse
hear
okay.
me.
the difference. Oh,
Oh,
he's there.
Yeah,
He is.
muted.
that was a cough, so that would have blown your eardrums out if I
Oh,
did not unmute. But it's so good to see all of you.
yes. Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
goodness. Oh, and Tal, I'm so sorry. Or Tal.
Hmm.
Keely's been pronouncing it Tal.
Yeah, no,
Is
it's
that
good,
correct?
Tal. Yeah.
Tal. All right then. She reminded me so many times to write something down also for the book that you've been doing, but
Mhm.
I just kept forgetting. I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry.
Is it
Don't
is
worry.
it
It
too late?
happened. Yeah, unfortunately, it is. I
Oh,
had
I'm
to
so
order it
sorry.
last week, and yesterday it arrived with my
Oh.
friend. So
Well, trust me,
yeah,
I meant to, but it's been crazy. It's been a crazy few couple months or whatever.
yeah.
But yeah, that's amazing what you're doing though. It's very awesome, very cool.
Hmm.
We
Thank
all
you.
support it 100%. I'm just so sorry that I missed my window of opportunity there.
No worries. No worries. It happens. We all
Yeah,
are there for Johnny in the end. So if you wrote
indeed.
something or not, so
Yeah, for
you'll feel
Johnny
the
and
energy.
everyone who's been through that sort of situation themselves as well. So it's really a
Mm-hmm.
great thing that you're doing. You
No,
know.
I'm blushing tonight.
You deserve it.
No worries. But I know I probably sound a bit different, but yeah, here we go. It is me. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello. I'm
Hello,
sorry.
Mrs. Fire.
I do look a bit knackered, don't I? Oh, yikes. Okay, let's go back to the worm then.
No, you look
No, you
fine.
don't. Even
Oh,
Gary
thank you,
needs to
KK.
stand down.
And I'm sorry I didn't get to say hello to everyone like individually in the chat. I apologize. My typing fingers are not working as fast as my mind is. But hello to all of you. And Sean B, hi. You're one of my faves is here as always. So cool to see all of you back again, and obviously supporting my lady.
Oh
Ah.
hell yeah.
So, how do you
Yeah,
feel about the
like you
trials,
said,
Gary?
Tal, we're a family.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
4 days.
about the. I can't wait for the trial. Honestly, and I'm just gonna. Well, let me just do this so you see I'm being serious. Um, I
Yes.
I hope
Oh,
that she actually does take the stand because as of late, like Stevie and Les and Dan and all of them have been covering all of the documents, all those things that she objected to,
Hmm.
which was so funny, which is a lot of her stuff that she had submitted as evidence or whatever. It just is weird. Like if she took the stand, imagine this. Like if she took the stand and it was her lawyer that was cross-examining her, and she said something like, "Isn't it true that you said that Johnny was hitting you hard and repeatedly?" And then she just goes, "I object," because she's been
Yeah.
objecting to all of her, you
Oh
know,
gosh.
stuff. I mean, if you guys have been following it, you know what I mean. That would
Yeah.
just be, it would be funny to me. Yeah,
constantly objected.
Yeah, objective.
Libby's put an update here. Motion for sanctions pertaining to
Oh,
Mr. non-compliance with Judge. I can't pronounce the judge's name.
Well,
Can you
where,
pronounce
where
it,
is it?
Gary?
As
Askarate.
As karate. In court order.
Askarate.
I want
Will be
kung
to
fu
the tomorrow.
fighting. Askarate.
What did Bruce Lee order when he went into Burger King? A Whopper!
What?
I said water first.
Yeah, well, that's what he ordered to drink. A water!
Askarate.
Extra ice.
Just askarate.
He does Askarate.
I object.
That's so funny.
Kata.
Oh,
God,
sorry,
that
Carrie,
was
if
my
I'm
mind.
flashing you like that. It's just because I'm not going to be the only one on camera now. Oh, there she is. There she is. Miss Manchester.
Nico says, I expect AH's attorneys to object to just about every question when JD's team are posing the questions. You know what we've not spoken about for a while? The fact that Amber's own attorney admitted that she didn't pay that money to the charities.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that,
That's
And I
true.
think
that's
blaming
gonna come
Johnny
up.
for it is like, girl.
But it's
$7
still
million
Johnny's fault, though.
was donated and split between. What's it between now? It's been so long. I spoke about it.
Yeah. Well, then she flipped it and said, well, it was pledged, but obviously I couldn't donate it because I was sued by Mr. JD himself. All right. Which
And then
fabrication are you going with?
it's so funny because when I was watching, the Dutch television, when she was there, I was like, oh, hell no. First of all, she's in Holland. But, her biting her lip and she's like looking. But you know what you do notice when she's talking to everybody, about her donation, so to speak, she looks everywhere. She's not even looking in your eyes. She's just looking up and down. And,
Yeah.
and you can see the Dutch presenters like not being entertained at all by her, like, oh yeah, you donated. Like their face
Yeah.
said everything. I wanted nothing, and then you see that woman, and I love when she said like, yeah, but men can be victims too. I was like, oh, burn, bitch, burn,
Yeah. You're talking about the same
I think
interview
it's.
with
Sorry, go
Oh,
on.
go on.
No, go
Oh no,
on.
I'm sorry. I was just looking at a comment. Time to turn on your camera now. What's with the flashing, huh?
I was gonna say, she said she wanted nothing, but she wanted them penthouses. She wanted all that money.
Oh yeah.
Like
She wanted nothing itemized.
She wanted nothing but everything.
Exactly.
And it doesn't make any sense. If you went through trauma, you don't want to have things in your life to remind you of that trauma.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. Yeah. But also, that's the point. I'm sorry, Tyler. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, you're not.
The point I was gonna make earlier was when he first mentioned the money. He was like, "You got a settlement, $7 million," and you saw the smirk on her face. Like as soon as he said that, he was like, she was like, and then she took a breath and got serious all of a sudden. Like, I mean, you don't have to be a body language expert to notice little things like that, And then she took a deep breath. $7 million was donated. Well, I split it between 2 charities, and just went on with her story.
ACLU and was it LHCA as well? That's the one that hurts the most. The Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
That one seriously stings.
For sick babies.
It's horrible. And they're the ones that sent the email to her about, are you actually going to donate? We have yet to receive anything except for the $100,000 that Johnny has sent.
I would
Yeah,
have been
well,
so pissed if I was the CEO of AC. Oh my god, AC. Oh my god, I cannot talk.
ACLU.
ACLU. And then somebody promised to donate to help the children, and you don't donate and stuff. Not for both. I would have been pissed off. I would go like, okay, where's the money? Like
Amber Heard's
literally.
cheeks do like this. Like Amber Heard's cheeks literally look like big points sticking out the
Not
side
the
of her face.
crystals.
yeah, she
Really?
looks like a
Don't disrespect the
Klingon.
crystals.
These are tigers' eye. What
I
Gary's got
love
on his neck
Tiger's
as
Eye.
well.
I have the red
Yeah,
ones. I have the red one. I
I
love
love
Tiger
this
Eye.
one. But my other one I left in the UK. Goodness
Oh,
gracious. That sucks. Yeah, I was only meant
Hey,
to go there for a little vacation, but it ended up being like a stay in the UKtion
hey, it's
for a
meant
few
to be.
months.
That's fine. It was meant to be. Things happen
oh,
for a reason. That's what I believe.
New planet. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I kind of facilitated that as well. It was just like on the way to the airport, and there was no way I was gonna make it, and I was like, well, might as well turn around. And then the
here's also
taxi
like
driver.
here's also like a great quote from an actual legend, Meryl Streep. Like something that Turk could learn. Well, she will not because she doesn't have the heart for it. But she said,
Mm.
I thought a lot about the power of empathy. In my work, is the current that connects me and my actual pulse to a fictional character in a made up story. It allows me to feel, pretend feelings and sorrows and imagine pain. And I'm like, yeah, well, we know who doesn't have that because she's also not an actress, because she doesn't have empathy. So, oh dear.
Uh,
he
I
always
would,
says, didn't she always so ask for the donations back that JD already sent? Yes, she did.
Oh,
ooh,
Jesus.
yeah, I didn't realize that bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
she did.
That's
When
horrible.
he sent his accountant sent the first installment straight to the charity,
Hmm.
and he got a letter off her attorneys saying that that's not classed as part of the divorce settlement because it should have gone straight to her. So he still needs to pay that amount to her. Like, just goes to show you her heart. Like, it was all about that.
What heart? You mean the Grinch?
I mean, that piece of coal in the chest.
Yeah, it's horrible. Oh, Tiffany said done exercising. Good on you, Tiffany. Good job. I haven't exercised in like 40 something years.
Oh, hey, Jay. Jason says that. Hey, Tiffany as well. That says Amber Turd just a joke in Hollywood, April 2022. Fake writer stan of hers on Twitter. The self-proclaimed heave will write tweets defending Amber. Oh, did anyone see the thing that IO
Amanda.
shared on his story?
Oh, God.
No.
What did he do
Like,
now?
I'm confused by this. It's a meme, and he shared it from like a different Instagram page onto his story, and it says the victim. I'm proper confused. The victim, who is able to articulate the situation of the victim, has ceased to be the victim. He or she has become a threat.
To
What?
become what?
A threat?
A threat. And that's a quote by
Wow.
James Baldwin.
Goodness gracious.
Well, he doesn't know anything about being a victim, so cool.
A threat to what?
Yeah, exactly.
The truth?
Yeah, but I don't. But the
Losing
way
everything.
that sounds, I don't know if is it talking about JD or is it talking about her old best mate.
She. Her.
Yeah. Like, are they even
I don't
still
know.
friends? As IO switched that? Because you have to remember that IO and Turdy don't follow each other on Instagram.
Oh,
Well,
really?
she did
They
reach out
don't.
to Josh Drew, the most, the best witness in the world.
I don't understand him. Like, seriously, like, with this position, he's like, yeah, they had an affair, and then all of a sudden he's like bestie with AH again. I'm like, Okay, doesn't make any sense. You should be saying if
Well,
you are best friends, you should be saying like, no, they did not have it. But he was like, yes, they did.
mhm.
All three
Well,
of them. It's like, okay.
honestly, I think that she reached out to him, which she did, because she knows how weak he is and how easy
Mm,
manipulated he can be.
yeah,
So he's probably thinking, "Oh my God, the celebrity Amber is Amanda. I mean, is reaching out to me and
yeah.
just wanting to. She cares about me. So yeah, I'm gonna have her back. No, don't
Hmm.
do it. Don't do it, boy. You're gonna lose your restaurant. You're gonna lose your beads. You're gonna use your kitchen knives. All that.
And she's definitely perfect for a stand-up comedy show for sure. Because she cannot sue you. It's like, sorry, but it's just a joke, so deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you want to slap me like Will Smith, like,
Exactly.
oh my
Oh
god.
God, that whole
Now
thing,
she's like
such a
unblocking
fiasco.
everybody, and it's like, girl, what are you trying to do? She loves to play dirty games.
Hmm. She blocks people, and then once somebody mentions it on social media, she unblocks them immediately.
Uh,
Like, oops,
yeah,
probably
but they
shouldn't have done
threatening me. She says, it's like, who? We cannot even say anything
What
under your
happened then?
page.
that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's such a
That was
bully.
weird.
Uh,
That was weird.
exactly.
It
That's
totally
what she is.
froze on
Sorry,
me.
Philip.
No, it's okay. It totally froze on me then. And I was just saying though, like that. Sorry, I know we moved on, but that quote literally could fit Amber Turd's profiling as well. Let me just read it again quickly. The
Mm-hmm.
victim, who is able to articulate the situation of the victim, has ceased to be a victim. He or she has become a threat.
Hmm.
And it could easily. I'm not saying that I was written about it. I'm just saying like that fits Amber Turd to a T. She articulated being a victim,
Yeah, I think she's
and
just
so
trying
many
to
people
cover.
believed her.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
think she's trying to cover her A by saying he or she.
Just like
You
Eve
know.
Barlow, like try to cover her all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, but
she's always feeling for her.
and that and the thing that she always said, yeah, but you don't know, like how do you know that we don't know? You don't even know us, so what are you trying to say? Like we don't know how it is to be a victim or whatever. It's like, girl, come on now. We know what it is to be an actual victim, not you. And
Ocean,
Hmm.
I'm
she's
going to
like,
give you the
oh,
benefit.
bloody heroes. Oh dear.
Sorry, Ocean, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt for a minute. We're here talking about Johnny Depp. We're not here talking about Meghan Markle. So
Yeah.
thank you
Well,
for
No.
subscribing, because you must have subscribed to be able to write in the chat. But we're
yeah.
totally
I'm
different
not talking
subjects.
about.
And honestly, I'm
Yeah.
not really interested in Meghan. Oh my god, Meghan Markle. I cannot articulate tonight.
You're all right.
I tried to
Try
get my
not to
American
use it.
accent back, but it's a little bit gone,
What is an
unfortunately.
American accent anyway?
Well,
There's so many
I will
different
no wait.
ones.
I would say this like a general American accent, like that, like I've been trained. If I
Oh,
see the not a Southern accent, not a Washington accent, not a Californian, no, general,
general.
general.
Well, we can understand you just fine, Tom.
Okay.
Thank you, Ocean and Kerry, for replying. So Ocean was replying to somebody's comment. I thought some people was like, what you mentioned Meghan Markle.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't
And it
see
was
it.
about Planety was asking this question.
Ah,
I apologise, Ocean, because there is some people who randomly just come into the stream tour. But yeah, like I don't have an opinion on Meghan Markle, even though she's.
yeah.
This is
No
about
worries.
something.
We'll leave that
Johnny
one.
Depp.
It'll be left well enough alone, Ocean. No worries. Not interested either way.
No, make Marcus. Oh, I would
Issa
never
says
go to Syria. I would. Sorry.
Issa says she wishes that she was going to VA, But my PTO not looking too great. I'll be watching VR online. I wish I could go to VAT. I wish that we could all go. Like everybody in this whole community just went, had the biggest meetup ever, and just gave Johnny a lot of support.
That would be great. You know, I'd bring my guitar singing that Amber Waves of Pain all day.
Yes.
Why don't you sing that for us?
Do you hear my voice right now?
Just kidding.
That would sound like, I don't know, a cowboy.
Oh, I would love to learn a southern accent someday. I would love that.
Yeah.
I
When you did that, she's "Arrgh," when you did that, that was like a perfect American accent right there.
Sorry. I'm a little bit in a crazy mood today.
I was doing that all day today, but it was more like a sneeze.
See, we're a perfect community. Tell
He
me
just
that
said
do not enter blood.
snuffleupagus.
Snuffleupagus.
Oh,
We're
gosh.
both snuffleupaguses. Kay says, I hope Johnny gets justice. We all get excited and sure that the UK trial would go his way. He deserves justice. The thing is, though, I feel like that with the UK trial, like a lot of us going into it did feel unsure. Like that was before I properly came into the community. Like even watching the videos, but I feel like that a lot of us going into that, when we looked into it properly, and we found out that the judge could literally only had to be 51% sure on one side and make his decision off that.
Yeah.
Altogether straight away, like this one with it having a jury and everything, it makes it so much fairer.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you have to convince a jury. It's not just one man's decision, and decides to go whichever way he thinks. And he probably wasn't even, like it was probably just barely 50%. He had to be over 50%, correct? Is that what you said?
You
So
have
it's
to be
probably like
51% sure.
51. Okay, so it's probably like 50.9 and a half, and that was enough for him.
Yeah, well, that judge in the UK was just like, okay. He was not even doing his job properly. He was
Yeah,
just like, okay,
when is
done.
that clear? It was a check cleared. That's probably when he was like, okay, I'm ready to make
Yeah. He should not have been a judge, basically. Like, those people that cannot even do their job properly, they should not have that job.
What really annoyed me is that they tried turning around in the UK court and saying that the fact that she
Oh,
lied about donating that money didn't mean that she was a gold digger, when in fact it does, because she went round saying that I don't, like, as soon as she pledged, she got her name put on the websites, right, and all that. Do you know what I mean? So like she was seen as this big fundraiser, and she used that in a lot of her seminars. Do you know what I mean? Like saying that when she said I wanted nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like she wanted nothing. Okay, lying cow.
and how she said it was so. I wanted nothing. Okay.
I wanted
Yeah.
nothing.
Nothing but attention and pictures, stuff that I can post. Somebody hand me a baby, quickly.
Yes, give me my prop.
My prop.
Well, that's
Lord have
basically what her
mercy.
baby. It's not her baby; it's her prop.
Pretty much. Why do you think she keeps covering her face?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what are you hiding? Hello.
Mm. It's a different baby this time. They might find out this one has a mole.
Oh my gosh! And then also her last pictures with her mouth open, is like, girl. It's
Oh
like
my
when
god.
you go to the children's hospital, like, hi. You know.
What does she
Oh,
make
and
those
she
faces?
they were trying to get the baby back, and she weren't giving the baby back because she wanted a perfect picture
Oh yeah, she kept
holding
like.
the child.
I mean, it's the mother's child who just got done going through surgery. Hand the baby over, girl, please. Wow.
And
She just
then
wanted to show off her
photoshopping
Spanish
her
speaking
face.
skills.
Oh god.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
And
sorry.
yet she
Excuse me.
wanted everything. Were you all right?
I'm not going to be the only one on camera.
You
I will
love
be on
being
camera next
innocent.
time, I promise.
Oh, hello.
Oh God, I would go like Mrs. Sapphire, and I go like, hello.
Oh, hello.
What do I do with my face? The pie in my face, like, and then hello, Killy, Carrie, how are you? Help is on the way,
That's funny. But Eco Spice, yeah, maybe that's something I'll look into. The many voices of Gary.
dear. That's how we should how the community should go to the Virginia try. Help is on the way, dear. We're coming, Johnny. Sorry, I can't help it. I lost my bloody mind tonight. Oh God. Sorry.
No, you're fine. What's like I
Yeah.
would get
Oh.
back into like my American Southern accent, something like that. Keely would always say, "You sound like Donkey from Shrek."
Oh, sometimes he probably says something and he'll just like randomly sound like donkey.
Yeah, you sound
And
like Donkey.
even my own 3 kids said it to him. It's Donkey from Shrek.
Yeah, why you sound like a donkey? I'm like, what? No, from Shrek. Oh, gotcha.
Dad said
Hello.
that she can't be your friend to her.
Oops.
What was that from Kerry? Kerry says
Ooh,
a dog that she can't video threatening to her.
really? I didn't see that.
Shambi says the UK court system is stuck in the
Colonial
colonial
time.
times. They only believe women and never believe men, and they wear those pathetic wigs. On top of all that, they are corrupt. Well, I think I can't say that for all because, like, when I went into my court case, the judge was a woman, and she didn't have a wig on. But that was the magistrate court. He's on about the court wigs that they wear. So I don't know if it's just men or what, I'm not sure. But anyway, she was a woman. Quick story time. My ex didn't turn up to the court, and I gave my evidence. And by the time I gave my evidence, it was like gone 2 p.m. Now, in the magistrate court in the UK, at 2 p.m., they normally go on for their dinner break. But they just told us to take a seat outside, and they went into the judge's chambers. And literally about 5 minutes later, if that, they shouted us back in. They found him guilty. Like, it's okay to say that all the UK justice system is like that, but I don't believe it is, because I did get justice that day. He was found guilty. Do you know what I mean? So I can't just turn around and say that. But I feel like the higher up judges, when it comes to Murdoch, are probably corrupt. But the one for everyday folk, I feel like that a lot of it is pretty straight, as it's supposed to be, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But even Greg Ellis was saying like the family law is pretty harsh on men. Is it true? Remember when Greg Ellis was talking about family law in UK?
Yeah, family law in the UK is different to what I went through. But in the when it comes to family law, what do you call it? The things with since the things came out about Clare's law. Now, everyone has to remember that the statistics are higher for women, and it's women who falsely accuse men, like Amber Turd, who ruin it for people. But there is a lot of women who will go into family court surrounding access to children and turn around and accuse the father of something that they haven't done. And because they're a woman, they will be believed. And it shouldn't be just a case of being believed. Now, when it came to me, I had evidence. Like, what happened to me, I had to be escorted. You already know this. I'm just telling the chat. I was escorted to hospital. I was 22 weeks pregnant. I was escorted to hospital with 4 or 5 police officers. I had pictures took of me, freshly frozen, swollen face, bruised. Like that they had evidence. But what Greg Ellis is talking about is when they found the court and it's surrounding access to children and stuff. And that is, I wouldn't say it's corrupt. I feel like that, right? Because what I do feel is corrupt is the high courts. What Greg Hill's talking about, I feel like that's a case of taking sides because of agenda, which I don't think that people should do. I feel like there should be more investigation.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I'm
it,
sorry, love. Didn't want you to have to relive that moment in your life. I know yours was
I'm not.
completely legit.
Well, I'm not reliving it. I'm just I'm detached from it at this second. I'm not emotional.
Yeah.
Um, family law in most countries is skewed automatically towards mothers. Should be more parent neutral, in my opinion. It is, but you have to go back. Like before the 1990s in the UK, it was totally legal for a man to beat his woman. Like literally, uh, and
Wow.
you could phone the police before the 1990s on your partner who attacked you. The police will come and call it a domestic, and if you were concussed on the floor, even if you had a broken leg, black eye, bleeding, they will just leave you to it.
Damn.
Wow. That's
So
horrible.
it's only changed, right? But instead of it changing to an equal level on the scale, it's gone the total opposite way. People can't put mothers or women down because, and this is why women are more believed now, because there was a point where they weren't believed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Mm.
I think that in cases where people are being accused of DV, I think that they should look deeper into evidence. There isn't always evidence though, because if you live with your perpetrator, you could just take pictures on your phone. They'll be looking through your phone.
Yeah.
So yes, it's a very, very sensitive subject. Now going up to the high
Yeah.
courts, yeah, I do believe they're corrupt, but going down to like the lower courts and the civil court cases and the family courts, there's only been that transition over the last few decades. Like but it went from women like getting equal rights to then being the total opposite, where men didn't have any equal rights, and I think that's unfair. I think that they should try and investigate it more.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I hope I'm making sense.
Yeah. No, you're making perfect sense. But see, the investigation needs to be more because the details are always important. So it's not something to be taken lightly, especially this type of situation. When it comes to anyone being assaulted, um, the violence is never appropriate in my eyes. Yeah, it should always just come down to a conversation. Whenever you disagree on something, getting physical with someone is never the right thing to do unless you're having to defend yourself.
Yeah, pushing
Yeah,
somebody away.
yeah, exactly. Which is the only thing you know Johnny actually ever admitted to,
Yeah.
because she was
Um,
throwing haymakers at him, so he pushed her away. He said, "I
and
pushed you."
he admitted to accidentally headbutting her as well.
I'm sorry.
He admitted to accidentally headbutting her as well.
Yeah, but that was him just trying to stand up,
Oh, where did Tal go?
and they
I don't
butted
know.
heads. Oh, Tyler, where did you go? Oh, I just noticed I never changed my name. Sorry, guys. The I miss you. That's for all of you as well. But
He misses all.
to be honest, this is when I came back to the States, and Keely and I can only, like FaceTime like this. That's where I put the I miss you. But it goes for all of you as well right now. And we miss you too now, Tao. Come back. Tao, you're not Tao King anymore.
Right, let me read this comment, my love. Ocean said, my best friend ended up alive. Her husband used to, because of that word, and then he left her for someone else, came to get her back. She said no thanks. Then he started her, and then he unalived her
Wow.
and unalived himself. Bloody hell.
Holy God. Yeah, that happens a lot too. You see that quite a bit, which is unfortunate. That's really, to me, that's just cowardly. That's a really cowardly way to go. You know,
I
that's
know.
horrible. It's like a if I can't have you, no one can type deal. And then
Mm,
you unalive yourself. What is that? What's that gonna do except hurt a bunch of people?
he says the abuser got deported, thankfully, and Kirsty says
Good.
hers had a stroke. Do you think there is any chance that the UK court system that was involved in the UK trial in 2020 will be investigated? I don't think it'll be investigated, Shandy. I think it should be investigated because of all I don't know whether, like, Johnny Depp already disputed it, didn't he? And then
Yeah. Well,
like
yeah.
after that, then they can't dispute it. I don't think he can dispute it again unless he goes through the European courts.
Well, there was what's her name on the panel, the lawyer woman. I forgot her name.
Linda.
Was it Linda? Not Linda.
Yeah.
There was another one. I forgot her name, but she also did something with Popcorn Planet, and she was talking about that. And I think what she said was, um, if they say something in the VA court that was basically kind of, if they ask the same question in the VA trial to a witness, and they're answering the same question that was asked in the UK, and they say it differently, then they can use their statements from the UK in the case. It'll be admissible. Like, well, here you said such and such and such, and now you're saying such and such and such. So, which court were you perjuring yourself in? UK, or are you doing it now today? So
Yeah.
that's a way that it can come up. Andrea, yeah, thank you, Carrie. Yeah, she's
Well,
awesome. Good stuff.
she always perjures herself, doesn't she? So,
Yeah, but as far as
um,
using evidence from the UK court, as far as like testimonies and stuff like that, that's like one of the only ways that can actually be admissible in this case.
Kerry Hay says, I think Greg Ellis was making point. Fathers have a harder time in the family court. They do. I agree. The fathers do have a harder time. Like one of my brothers, his ex-partner accused him of something that he didn't do, and he lost access to his son. And so I agree with Greg on that. I was just saying, back in the day, it was the total opposite way round, where the woman weren't believed at all. A lot of mums using their kids as weapons, and a lot of mums do that, and it's awful to hurt the fathers. My friend has helped dads for 30 years. False allegations and all incidents are wrong. They are. UK courts would have to be reported to be investigated.
Excuse me. Yeah, Ty said her battery was empty.
Oh yeah, just seen that.
Charge them up. Come on back. We
Ecos,
miss.
sorry, love. Eco
Sorry.
says, could AH be tried for perjury at this point? There could be time limits and such. I don't know, Eco. Like, I don't know the legal standpoint of that, so I can't give you an honest answer. So I don't know what the time limits are, because I know that there's a thing with Australia.
Yeah, they're still
And
investigating it. I don't
yeah.
know either. That's a good point. I don't know if there's time limits or anything like that from a legal standpoint. No idea. But perjury is a tough one. A lot of people don't really put the time and effort to go through with, but I think they should, especially in this case anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's just from what I've heard.
Okay.
Oh goodness. I'm sorry, love. I'm gonna have to step away for just a moment. Be right back. BRB.
Okay. Since the audio tapes were given by
Come back. Hurry up.
since the audio tapes were given by her, so hopefully it is in. I hope so. Amel said she thinks Rob said that the time limit is 3 years, so expired. Yeah, but the Australia are still investigating her though, aren't they? Because her willingly breaking the law and then them giving her a pass, and they're so strict about their agriculture and everything, and what animals they have in, and their bio-laws. I feel like that there could be something with Australia, but regarding the UK, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened if she purges herself in VA. I don't know the legal standpoints of it all. If she continues to move state. Hello, Mrs. Odd.
Hello.
Hi, love. Not seen you for a while. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Uh,
I saw a free link and I'm like, yeah, I gotta click it.
Yeah, I shared it in that chat, didn't I? It's 4 days. 4 days to go till the trial. How do you feel about it all?
I gotta say, I find it hilarious that the media has come out, in particular, the good folks of Vanity Fair, talking about how Max Mikkelsen is the second coming of Christ for the Fantastic Beasts saga. It's gonna be absolutely awesome to see this movie fucking crash and burn in spectacular fashion. And I can't wait until this movie epically fails and Johnny Depp wins. And then they're sitting over there at WB going, oh man, we've got an emergency meeting for Ezra the Legend Miller and this dumb bitch here just screwing everything up. So great times we're living in right now.
I know, because there's that thing as well with
I can't wait
Warner.
for everybody just. I'm sorry, though.
I was just
Hello.
gonna say there's that thing with. I was just gonna say there's that thing with Warner Bros. Where they put that thing out where it says any delay in. It's about Aquaman in WBEI picking up Heard's option for Aquaman 2 was due to creative issues in casting Heard in the role of Mera for Aquaman 2, which were communicated to Heard's agent at the time. Any delay in WBEI picking up Heard's option for Aquaman 2 was not due to Heard's dispute with Depp or any of the allegations in this lawsuit. WBEI would not have had paid Heard more money on Aquaman 2, even if Heard had had more time to attempt to negotiate. And then they put this thing where it says the parties agree that neither Miss Heard or Mr. Depp will include at trial any reference to Aquaman 2 for any reason, including but not limited to any evidence or references to supporting or disputing Miss Heard's damages as it relates to her counterclaims. The parties agree that neither Miss Heard nor Mr. Depp will seek any additional discovery regarding Aquaman 2 for any reason, including but not limited to agreeing to depose non-partner Warner Bros. Entertainment Inc. or seek any information related to Aquaman 2 from WME or any of Miss Heard's current or former agents or publicists, and will not question Miss Heard, any of Miss Heard's experts, or any fact witnesses regarding Aquaman 2 in either deposition or at the trial. So, shit. That means that they're not allowed to discuss Aquaman 2 at all at this trial.
But here's the thing. I'm sorry. Here's the thing about this whole bullshit with Aquaman 2. Okay, it does not matter who brings up what during Aquaman 2 because even though hey, look at my old friend there. Even though Aquaman 2 is clearly they're trying to protect it. Ezra Miller fucked up the release dates on these movies. Aquaman 2 got pushed back because there's a scene with Flash before I guess he stole some shit. He shot his scenes really quick, right? So this idiot has already delayed half of the DC slate as it is. So this is taking out Amber Heard. So we don't even need the trial. Ezra Miller's fucking things up without the trial being factored in. So good. we don't have to talk about it because all anybody's going to think about, all anybody knows this no talented slag from is Aquaman.
Okay.
That's it. And she's such a non-factor. People don't recognize her when she's walking through the streets. So go ahead, WB, do your little PR stunt. And look, I'm a DC fan, and I'll still watch DC movies, not Aquaman 2, but the rest of them. But still, this PR spin does nothing but make this company look more ridiculous than it already is. Hi, Tiffany. I'm sorry I had to get that out.
Absolutely.
He did his rant.
Hi,
I've been doing
Tiffany.
it all week. I've been doing it all week. So, guys, my story is I've got two things going on at the same time. So we've got the Depp trial, and I've got the bill to stop all the torture going on at the JRC on the Massachusetts floor, and it's all happening at the same time. So, yeah, it's all happening like, so to be like, watch the trial, look at the phone. Watch the trial, look at the phone. Look at the phone. It's kind of been, it's been that for like the beginning of the month here since I found out about it. And as far as, oh my God, like, I swear to God, it's like Ezra Miller saw like what Heard was doing to the movie, and he was all like, you know what, hold my beer.
Oh my God! Like this guy's look, this guy's a legend. The man is rich. He breaks into someone's home and steals their shit. Like I'm sitting there reading this article, going, "This is spectacular to watch this company that made a stupid." Yeah, it's amazing for me to watch this company that's made one stupid choice, and it's like been a chain reaction of bad stuff that has happened to him as a result of picking the two worst people in the history of DC getting people. And this is what pisses me off as a DC fan, because I'll always be a DC fan no matter what. But this is what pisses me off. It's just like we said, I said since the beginning, Ezra Miller, terrible idea. Amber Heard adds nothing. Why'd you keep her? And here we are. I didn't have to wait long, and everything I said is happening. This is imploding, and if I was them, I would scrap all of this bullshit, get rid of everybody. Fuck it, you're not getting Henry Cavill back. Michael Keaton's phoning it in. Ben Affleck is just depressingly playing Batman. Fucking forget all of this bullshit and focus on the new Batman film that everybody likes, and just get rid of the rest of this shit. Do whatever you have to do. Right. Say the Flash ran into whatever and just erase it all and start all over again. Because you're better off than thinking you're going to make another $1 billion, W, because it's not going to happen. That happened when you had good press.
I'm just saying.
By the way, Cherry, 1 second. Cherry, this comment here, the computer says no. And that's a British inside joke. Cherry will know what I mean.
Marvel's kicking DC's ass again, and it's because WB is going out of their way to tank it. They're going out of their way. Like, at this point, I don't feel like Marvel even has to try anymore.
I mean, they're not. Did you see the Miss Marvel trailer? That show looks like shit, and I'd still watch that over Aquaman 2. And Moon Knight is spectacular. Like Moon Knight. Yeah, Moon Knight's awesome. I got done watching the new Halo show that crushed my whole entire soul. And I'm like, oh man, I got to go to this Marvel show. Everybody's talking about it. And I am legitimately looking forward to new episodes of a Marvel show. So, I hate to say it, but I really would like to go a year where my favorite company doesn't get their ass kicked. But, unless they fire Miller and get rid of Heard, they're going to have these two turds that's going to be in the punch bowl.
It's
just monkeying everything up.
With DC,
I just need to say thank you. 1 second, Tiff. I just need to say thank you to Kirsty, who's become my first member. Thank you, Kirsty, and welcome to being my first member.
I'm wondering if it's
awesome. Welcome.
I'm wondering if it's going to be what it always is with DC. And what always happens? Batman always ends up saving DC's ass. When all the other movies go to crap, when the actors show their ass, and what usually happens? What usually saves DC? A Batman movie.
But I'm just like, couldn't they, as far as like Amber and Ezra Miller goes, couldn't they see this coming from a mile away? Come on. I mean, it was so obvious that okay, these two are gonna end up ruining us. He's got footage, like proof, actual proof, of putting his hands on a female, thrown into the ground, and now all this crap happens, but they keep him and they get rid of Johnny over some hearsay. You know, I mean, what kind
Allegations,
of allegations?
Gary.
Whatever.
Allegations,
It's
not even
still hearsay.
proven.
I know
Yeah.
exactly. It's ridiculous, man. And like as far as what you were saying earlier, is about Miss what's her name, Amanda? Yeah. she. I'm just gonna quote what the officer said in the video, the cam, the chest cam. He walked in and was like, which one's Amber?
Rob the
Yeah,
link
that
is
was
in.
Like, who are
Yeah,
you?
Cherry, I'm a bit under the weather.
It was like
Rob
my answer
rules.
to Rochelle, who worked with Johnny on Pirates. She was an extra and a stunt woman.
Bro.
And she started complaining about this at the Memorial Day barbecue in 2016 when her and her husband came over. And she like started saying her name. I'm like, wait a minute, who is she and why should I care? And then
What
she
was that
began
again?
to tell me what. I first found out about this case through a friend that I was working in a call center with, named Rochelle Roderick, who worked as a extra and a stunt woman on Pirates, the first
wow.
one, Johnny.
Cool.
And that was the first time I ever heard about AH, because out of nowhere, this very calm, sweet demeanored California woman started going off on a rant. And first she was just complaining about AH. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Who is this person and why should I care? That is how little she was known before Johnny. I had no idea who she was. And I didn't care until she progressed into the conversation. I still waited for the evidence to come out before I started YouTubing on it. But still, like, nobody would know who I wish people would quit saying Amanda Who, though, because the doctor doesn't need to be associated with that woman. Sorry, that's a bad internal joke, I know.
Rob, the link is pinned if you want to pop in. Rob's done a super chat.
Come on,
congratulations. He put congratulations on 1K. Pamela's awesome. Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, the whole crew is back. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm currently in my work vehicle doing this because boring day and super excited for Sonic 2. I think I'm gonna sleep here until I have to see it. But yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be my first car video in a couple of years.
Nice.
Yeah, like I haven't reviewed in a car in a while, but yeah, this whole situation, it's just like it was very avoidable. And look, here's the thing. I don't think people should go after Mads Mikkelsen because he is a great actor. He's one of my favorite actors. He only came out and said one thing, and I think that was to be diplomatic, and I didn't see it as him taking shots at people. But the shame part is he's probably good in this movie. I don't doubt he does a good job acting because he's a good actor. The problem is that WB placed him in a role that was full of controversy, and I think even him taking it, he didn't realize just about how much of a shit show that this role was going to entail. And personally, even with Johnny Depp, I wasn't crazy about the Fantastic Beasts to begin with. So I really hope this kills this franchise. I hope that this new iteration of the DCEU dies. Like, keep The Rock as Black Adam. I'm cool with that. Keep Wonder Woman because Gal Gadot is my secret crush. And fucking clean the rest of the slate clean. Like, get rid of fucking Ezra Miller and put Grant
Don't tell Bixby that,
Gustin.
Thank you. Thank you. He's already a proven Flash. He's already got a solid fan base. There, everyone that's a fan of the CW show, if he takes over, if they do a Flashpoint kind of sort of thing, and brought Grant in, he's going to have a built-in audience.
He was the logical choice. I don't get, I was perplexed about Ezra Miller, and then I seen his performance in both the Snyder Cut and the regular Justice League, and he was annoying in both of them. He is not a good Barry Allen. He's more of a Wally West kind of Flash, so he didn't even nail the role he's supposed to nail. And and as far as Amber Heard, I've been saying for months, I am willing to bet money James Wan did not want her, but had no choice to keep her because the WB was quick to say, whether or not she was wanted on the project and yada, yada, yada has nothing to do with the court case. That means someone said something. And I would bet $100 James Wan did not want her because he's not that kind of director. He doesn't like controversy next to his movies. It's not fair to him because did take a property that no one cared about and made $1 billion.
But didn't he say that
I think he wanted to get rid of her.
Huh? But didn't he say in the interview that it had to be her?
I think they told him to say that. I'm going to be honest. I don't. PR, I think they sent him out as PR because I also heard he had a lot of issues with her and he was trying to replace her. And there was even a script written for another character. And why would you do that if you want to keep this person on?
Right. What do you think about this alternate ending situation?
I hope they kill her off. I really do.
Swallowed by Moby Dick, and he just sails off into the sunset.
Oh God, that was great.
Oh my gosh.
See ya.
One moment with Jaws. She has a moment with Jaws. That's going to be my headcanon.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Movie crossover, Jaws.
The original mechanical Jaws.
Like, bring in the horror and the thriller people, those of us who love monster movies, and just bring in the Jaws shark. That would give me deep joy. Deep joy.
Or even the animated version one on Back to the Future.
Oh my gosh. That too. Or the crocodile. Or maybe even have it be a crocodile like in Hook.
Yeah. Should be wearing a clock around her neck.
EcoSpy says, I didn't like the article much. They could have appreciated Mads without pushing JD under the bus, which is basically what Sod was saying as well. And I said that earlier on as well. Like, they keep pushing these articles about how critics are saying that Mads is better than Johnny Depp and this and the other, right? When it shouldn't even be about that. The thing is, that was what's he called? And Grindelwald has been played by 3 different actors now. Mm-hmm. Right, three totally different actors, and the way Mads Mikkelsen acts is totally different to Johnny Depp. So the Grindelwald that Mads Mikkelsen is bringing is totally different to the one that Johnny Depp brought, and the way that Johnny Depp lost that role is very controversial. And so to compare the two, it's totally out of bounds.
Yeah, you're right, absolutely. And then to your point earlier too, Zod. What you were saying about him being a good actor, yeah, of course, he's a tremendous actor. He's great. I've loved him ever since I seen him in Casino Royale.
I liked him in Doctor Strange. He played an awesome Baron Mordo.
Yeah, he's a great actor, and he probably didn't know all the shenanigans that was going on behind the scenes, because even in the interview, he was like, he gave respect to Johnny, and he's like, Johnny brought so much to the table, but I can't, I have to bring in some of my own of what I would portray the character as. You can't recreate what Johnny has already created, So he took it with respect. So we have to him, it was just like, okay, I got a job.
Yeah,
I'm
and
working
here's
for
the
a while.
thing with this media hype, it's not fair to him because this is what the media does. They don't care about elevating his performance on the merit of the acting. What they want to do is because they have millions of idiots who think that's a magazine. They want them to be brainwashed into thinking that Johnny Depp was terrible in the role. Probably half the people didn't fucking see that movie because I remember ranting about it coming out of the theaters, and it wasn't Johnny Depp's performance; it was just everything else around it. Like the story was
Oh,
shit. The movie's shit in
Yeah,
general. Uh, and I said, "Boy, I hope you keep Johnny Depp because it's the only reason why I'm watching it." Anyways, but
yeah.
the
I mean,
problem is the
come on,
problem
man.
is
He
not.
stole the show at the Comic-Con. He wasn't even on the panel at Comic-Con. He just made a special appearance as Grindelwald, and
You
yeah,
lost your
and
shit.
yeah, he just did a line from the movie. He just performed it, and that was it. All the lights went out. Boom, spotlight on him. He did his a speech that he did in the movie, and then boom, he was gone. Everybody went mad. You know, standing ovation, screams, stole the show.
I mean, it's just a shame. I hate when this happens to actors because then you get this thing where people go after the actor, and I don't believe in that. Like, if he came out and took a definitive stance, then I'd be like, yeah, that's messed up. You're trying to get your fame off of him. But Matt's is not like that. I've been following
No.
him for a while. I've seen just about every project he's been in. I'm a huge fan of his work and him as a person. I think he's a nice guy, and it's a shame that yeah, that would be great. I would love that. But it's just a shame that he's going to have this stain, and that the media is going to push this narrative that's gonna hurt him. Uh, you know, and it's not even really his fault. Like, he's just an actor taking a job, and now Hollywood's going to try to create this split, and they're going to wind up getting more people mad at these people involved. And look, it's not the actors' faults, the cast, they were all shocked. It's none of their fault. It's not the production. It's just the company, like the execs are solely to blame for the state of this movie. Like, the actors care about this project, the
Hmm.
costume designers, the people who are working on this, and this is another example of how a potentially great movie gets screwed over by company interference. This is all
Yeah.
WB's fault. They've mismanaged this property from the beginning. Fucking J.K. Rowling's offered Gord. That bitch should have been pulled years ago. They should have stopped her at the last Harry Potter and let her fucking retire. I don't know why she's still behind the scenes writing shit because she's clearly lost it. Like, they just need to look. They need to clean house. Like, they finally canceled Batwoman. Thank Christ. I
Oh,
won't
did you see
ever
they're
have to
trying
review that show ever again. Thank you, Jesus. That's the only
to?
thing good about the CW being brought out. Half of the lineup is gone, and they're only keeping Flash and Superman and Lois. So, you know, we need a company to come in, or we need all of these people fired and just clean this slate. Like, fire these executives, fire everybody in charge of the DC unit, fire all of them, and I mean the top people. Fire every single person and get new people in.
Right?
Hmm. Yeah, but please keep the wokeness out of it,
Oh, for the love of
please.
God. Can
Oh,
I
imagine
just
if
have
Mira
a
woke up.
movie be a damn movie? I'm just saying.
What?
Well, a lot of this wokeness stuff, you go to the movies and you see it. I'm being preached to by people who don't care about me, who don't care to include their so-called inclusiveness, and yet this disability people are told time and again, wait your turn. No, I'm not kidding or joking. I've literally had somebody answer that to tell us, wait your turn. This is not about
Turn for
disabilities.
what?
Like, but our house is fire. Yours not. I'm like, dude, really? Like, our house has been on fire for years, and y'all just don't notice or care, but that's on a different subject. Sorry. The main point is don't hate on Mads. I still wouldn't follow his Grindelwald to the grocery store, let alone into a war. Just my personal opinion. He is a good actor, though. I would love to see him come back to Marvel. Or hell, even go into DC, maybe like do some damage control with what those two idiots destroyed. But at the same time, I can't do it. I can't do it. Just looking at the trailers, I'm just like, nah. It's
man, that looked terrible. I watched those trailers and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, not like
right?
a trailer's supposed to interest you, and you highlight two people talking in a cafe. I see very few action scenes. It's all like goofy shit, and I'm like, you're so here's the lineup. They are banking money on this, and they are placing it in between Sonic 2 that is about to get released, which I guarantee you that's easily going to make $1 billion. I'm calling it. And they're placing it in between Sonic 2 and like a couple of weeks before Doctor Strange.
Thank you.
WB, what are you doing? What the fuck is going on over there?
Like,
are you serious?
The hype and the excitement. Hell, I'm excited. My mom's has just got our tickets for IMAX for when it opens to go see Multiverse of Madness. Are they really so damn stupid that they're really that? I mean, that must take some level of balls or just willing ignorance. I mean,
imagine the meetings there. Like, what you sipping on over there? Some idiot juice? Yeah, pass me some of that.
Like everybody I know in the Marvel community have been waiting for this movie. People who were fans of WandaVision and hell, even Loki have been talking about it. And you're gonna pit. You really gonna pit like that? That's gonna be the movie. We're not gonna even pit it like with a Batman movie or a Superman movie, something that might actually be able to contend with Multiverse of Madness. You're really going to go with this.
Like,
speaking of, I haven't seen the Batman yet.
That's what baffled me. It's just like, you honestly, I don't know who is in charge, but you said, you know what? This fucking Fantastic Beast is so amazing. We're going to put it a couple weeks before the fucking trial. We're going to put it in between two of the biggest movies coming out this year. Because we think, like, this movie, I'm going to do on my channel. I'm going to track the box office for this movie every fucking week, so you guys can go over there and check that out. But I'm going to be tracking the box office because I want to see the cliff that this movie's going to fall in box office. I'm gathering they're going to lose more money than the Eternals did, and the Eternals lost like $200 million.
It was so bad. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a pretty big loss, and I think this movie is going to top every movie that Moonfall lost $200 million, and I think this movie is going to lose a hell of a lot more because of delays. This has got to be in the $200 million to $300 million production budget, and that's not even including commercials and them pushing it. So this movie is going to lose so much money. It's going to be they're not going to make another one. The 6 movies, it's not going to make it past the 3rd one.
Oh wait, Fantastic Beasts though, didn't it get moved up because of the court?
No, it's coming out. I checked on our theater schedule.
Oh, okay.
No, it's coming out out not this week, but the next week, like during Sonic's prime run, like right in the middle. Before Multiverse of Madness, a week before Multiverse of Madness. Like, the balls of WB have to be huge, like massive.
Was it the Flash that they're moving up then?
Yeah, the Flash is being moved, and everything that was supposed to come out, because Ezra Miller's a fucking idiot, so he had multiple scenes. So fucking Black Adam, the one movie I was looking forward to, is fucking moved. Aquaman naturally got fucking moved. Everything got moved because Ezra Miller's a fucking dumb douchebag. God, I hate him.
Well, not to mention Amanda Third threw them under the bus in the court case as well. You know, they told her not to mention anything about that company in the court case, and then she's just got all like a list of things as far as evidence with their name on it.
Yeah, I just read that out. Aquaman's clearly said that the both parties cannot use Aquaman 2 as evidence.
Right, but she did. I'm talking
Hey,
about like
Tanya.
personal texts and emails, all the above.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it to an end
Ridiculous.
here, because we've gone over the two hour mark, 2
Already?
hours and 20 minutes. Yeah,
Oh,
somebody was asking earlier whether we're gonna have a court party next week, and me and Gary was gonna try and sort something out for streaming. I'll let you all know. Are you singing or are you just playing?
oh, just background music, ambiance.
Alright.
That's how we say goodbye.
Alright. So to everyone, Tiffany, have you got anything that you want to promote before we go?
Yeah, I'm still fighting the JRC, and folks, if you think some of the shit we're seeing with AH is corrupt, holy mother of God. We are talking JRC having Massachusetts courts in their back pocket. They've got, well, Autism Speaks, but that goes without saying. They're a douchey, non-for-profit company in and of their own. Not just that, the fact that they got the DC Circuit Court to, back in July, to do what they did. When there's videos out of what they do to those kids,
That's correct.
that they go out and they target poor minority communities that don't have any resources to get kids services. They literally target, like I've seen it. It's in the documents. So I've been covering that, of course. And every time I read more of this corruption, like it's almost soul sucking. It's the level that they'll go to continue to make $258,000 a head each school year on these kids, and then do what they do to them. So I'm continuing to cover that. We have the bill hitting the Massachusetts Senate. It's our Hail Mary to get this stuff to stop. So I'm going to be continuing hammering on that. And Johnny stuff, of course, as well, when I can. I'm usually at work all the time. God, what's sleep? Anyway, just drop that by the channel, guys. I've got a new video up every single day, and I will continue to have a video up every single day until Johnny gets justice and the JRC is either closed or burned to the ground, whichever comes first. At this point, I'm not picky.
Yeah.
Somebody got music played background,
Not
by
me.
the way.
That would be me. That would be the end of Crock of Gold that I play to keep the cat calm.
Ah, nice.
Because apparently he's grown a liking to it. And he will sit down and he will curl up on the couch just to watch that movie. Won't you?
Hey, y'all, I got to be real quick because I got to go. I got to stream. I had this my third stream. The fourth stream I'm going to be on. It's crazy. I got a lot of streams today. I'm going to be on one more later tonight. It's ridiculous. I just want to say hi to everybody. Zod miss you a lot. Tiffany, I miss you too. I know you guys are working hard. Gary, I hope everything. Where are you? You home?
I love you.
Gary, where are you?
I'm back in the mainland.
Oh.
Not quite home, but you know.
What happened?
I had to get back to work, homie.
I thought you were going to stay in the UK and work from there.
It's a little tougher than I thought. You know?
All right, we're going to have to get you there, but I'm going to have to find a way. And Keely, congrats again on 1K. God bless. I'm glad. I got to get you two together. We got to work something out. Gary, I'm going to talk to you. You better call me, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. You're streaming after this though, right?
Yeah, I I'm going to go to Justin Proper this week in BS. He told me come on over. We're going to talk about Ezra Miller, so I'm going to jump on over because I have a big debate. It's going to be a debate.
Zod's favorite person in the
This
world.
guy wants to debate with me, so I was like, "Yeah, I'm coming." He's like, "Rob, this guy wants to debate with you." I said, "Let's go, let's go."
Tell that guy to
What
kneel
do you
before
want to
Zod.
debate it with you about? You're like the nicest guy on YouTube.
Look, I don't know, but I'm about to find out. So they want me on, and he wants to debate with me. So I was like, "Let's go for it. Let's go
Oh,
debate."
gotta see that. Yeah.
So
Gotta see
I'm
that.
off. Anyway, I just wanted to stop by. Congratulations, Keely, Gary, Zod, and Tiffany.
Thank you.
I love you guys. I love this chat. You guys are the greatest thing that ever happened. I miss you so much, and I just wanted to say that to
I
you.
missed
That's
you.
all.
We love you,
Like,
man.
start doing streams when I
Yeah.
can actually get on there. You've been doing them so early that I'm always on the phone.
Well, I'm going to be doing the next 3 weeks from 9 to 5 the Johnny trial. So if you want to come on, let me know. I'll be on 9 to 5 Monday to Friday.
Excellent.
So let me know.
Yeah, let me know Monday or Tuesday because those are now my days off. So I might jump on there.
Sweet.
An early cranky Zod with a trial again. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
You know how much I love the mornings.
This will be Zod.
I can see it.
That was my time.
Zod
That
will be,
court talked slow.
and then I'll be the one there sitting there brain dead going, what did they just say? What did they just say? I'm sorry, my brain is mush.
Love you guys. I gotta go. I'll see you later.
Love you,
All
man.
right,
Send
bye-bye.
me a text when you're done.
Smash the like button. Smash it.
Yes.
Bye.
Smash it.
Say
Hi,
hi
Maya.
real quick.
Take care.
Hello, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, so good he can stop by.
Zod, have you got anything that you want to promote?
Oh, yeah, I got a ton of stuff. So I'm covering Moon Knight with LB every Wednesday. We do a stream at about like 10 o'clock where we have a full panel and we break down the episodes. And so far we're in agreement. I know it's just 2 episodes, but damn near perfect. And then I also am doing Sonic tonight. I can't give you a time because it's a midnight showing, so
Sweet.
it's like 2 hours. So I'll probably be doing it about 3 o'clock in the morning. My live raw reaction, just me coming on, really tired, giving you my opinion on the new Sonic. So if you're interested in that, check out my channel. I don't know when it's going to be posted because it's whenever I get back home. I'm just going to sit in my car and just vent out how I feel about the movie. And then we've got this Friday where you're doing late night talks. You can be sure I will be bringing up all the stuff with the WB, Ezra Miller, Johnny Depp, the trial, and what this means for the company. Me and my hilarious team will definitely be making jokes about these idiots because they give me endless material. And I got a new segment with Killjoy Jake. If you guys were on my channel, we had great discussions. We're going to be doing a horror segment, and I'm talking with Justin Proper, and we might talk about the history of horror movies. So if you're horror fans, we're going to be going through. Yeah, we're going to go through like all of horror movies, what genres changed everything, what genre we like. Justin's going to be an idiot and talk about how he hates ghost movies to piss people off, the normal stuff. So come on by and check us out. And thank you for having me on. Congratulations with 1K. Now, welcome to the algorithm screwing you over.
Exactly.
Not monetized. It already screws me over.
Yep. Welcome to the
Zod,
club,
you need to
where
Zod, do a
they
review
will
on The
take as
Lost
much of
Boys.
your money as they can.
Well, thank you all for coming. See you everyone in the chat for the next one. I hope I'll be doing readings tomorrow or Saturday, and I'll get a live going at some point as well. And take care, guys. I love you all. So happy.
Take care. Love you.